Guys, so in this episode we're going to go over lists. Um, I have Leon Cone running right here, so let's jump right in. Lists can be expressed by a function or a quoted form. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes sense. They're Clojure sequences, so they allow access to the first. Should just be 1. That makes sense. No need in looking up first in the documentation. Rest, as well as the rest. So 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fairly easy. Count your blessings. So we looked up count in the previous episode, and all it does is count the items in the sequence. So here you have Dracula, Dooku, and Chocula. So that's 3 items. And looks like it passed. Before they're gone, 0. There will be none in here. The rest, when nothing is left, is empty. So it's just an empty array, not array. That's JavaScript. Construction by adding an element to the front is easy. So it'll be cons A, B, C, D, and E. There we go. The technical, the documentation definition of cons, let's look that up, returns a new sequence where X is the first element and sequence is the rest. That's fairly straightforward. Conjoining an element to a list isn't hard either. So the thing about conjoin is on lists, it only conjoins the front, whereas vectors will conjoin to the back. So it looks like that passed. We'll take a look at conj. Conjoin returns a new collection where the excess added. Conj nil items returns item. The addition may happen in different places depending on the concrete type. So here for the vector, it adds it to the back. And here for the list, it adds it to the front. So that's something to look out for. Peak. You can use your list like a stack to get the first element, which is pretty cool. And the others, so it'll be a list of B, C, D, and E. So that passed, but watch out if you try to pop nothing. You'll get no dice. Nobody wants no dice. Looks like that passed. The rest of nothing isn't so strict, so this will return a list. Looks like we've completed the third cone. So just to review, lists, evaluated lists as functions are the same as quoted lists. You can get the first element by calling first. You can get the rest by calling rest. You can count the contents of your list, and if there's nothing in there, it will return 0. If you get the rest of a list with only one element, it will return an empty list. You can conjoin, add something to the front, or construction, cons. Conjoin also adds to the front, but does not do the same on different types. Peek is similar to first, but it doesn't operate. It will just return the first value. And actually, if someone wants to tell me the difference between first and peek and rest and pop, that would be awesome. When you try to pop an empty array, you get an error. If you try to get the rest of an empty list, you get an empty list. So that'll do it for the lists episode. The next episode, we'll learn about vectors. It'll probably sound very similar to this episode. Thanks.